Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say there's a very good chance that we might not be seeing not just one but two major characters leave the show in the coming weeks ahead. That's because there's heavy speculation suggesting Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missinswood, might be leaving with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, to Germany for the treatment that he is supposedly going to get for his brain tumor. You would think that Steffy would stay home to tend to her family and her husband Finn, Tanner Novlan. But the latest B&B spoilers heavily predict that she's going to want to be by Liam's side as he continues to fight for his life. As our loyal readers can imagine, the internet certainly did have a lot to say about how this might possibly play out. Some have even taken to social media to comment with, "I'm ready for her to go. Nothing against her personally, but her character irks my nerves." Remember back in the day when they would temporarily recast the character when they were on maternity leave? I remember when they did that with Brooke. Another fan of the show wrote, "I said this before but got shot down." After hearing Finn on the phone seeking options in Germany and saying he would keep searching, I'm more convinced. Maternity leave will be Steffy traveling with Liam somewhere out of the country for an experimental treatment that will cure him. And then there was this comment as well. It can't come soon enough. Nothing against Jackie personally, but Steffy is shoehorned into every storyline. I'm ready for some freshness and for other actors to get some screen time. I know a lot of people think her exit will have to do with Liam, which is May. But I don't see them having Scott off canvas during her leave. He's one of the biggest hitters on the show, and they've sidelined him way too much already this year. A desperate choice. The path to healing begins. Los Angeles mornings are rarely quiet, especially when you're a Forrester. But this one is different. At the Cliff House, Steffy sits at the edge of her bed, her hands trembling, her heart heavy. The elegant queen of Forrester creations, a fierce mother and protector, is facing the one thing she never thought she'd have to. A mystery illness that no doctor in LA has been able to diagnose. For weeks now, Steffy has been dealing with debilitating fatigue, dizziness, blurred vision, and terrifying lapses in memory. It's more than stress. It's something deeper, something darker. Finn, ever the devoted husband, has consulted every specialist he knows. But even he can't hide the frustration and fear in his eyes anymore. But then, out of nowhere, a call comes. From Germany, an old mentor of Finn's, Dr. Annika Heisler, reaches out after hearing about Steffy's case through the medical grapevine. She runs a cutting-edge neurological treatment center nestled in the Black Forest. They've had success with cases like Steffy's before, and she believes there's hope, that Steffy must come quickly. The problem? Finn can't leave. The hospital is understaffed, and Sheila, now out of prison and under probation, has started inching her way back into their lives. He doesn't trust leaving her alone in LA, especially with Hayes. So, who will accompany Steffy on this emotional and medical journey? Liam. The proposal that changes everything. At Forrester Creations, Steffy hesitates before telling anyone her plan. But Liam, recently steadying himself after his own emotional roller coaster, visits her office to talk about Kelly and ends up staying for more than an hour, sensing something is deeply wrong. She breaks down, confesses everything, and tells him about Germany. Without missing a beat, Liam offers to go with her. "Let me be there for you. For Kelly's sake, for you." It's a bold gesture, unexpected, but one that tugs at Steffy's heart. They have a complicated past, riddled with betrayals, love, heartbreak, and shared parenthood. But there's a foundation there, something real. After a long conversation with Finn, who is torn but ultimately agrees, Liam books 2 tickets to Berlin, then a train into the Black Forest. Hope, hearing of the plan, is quietly devastated. She can't help but wonder what a trip to Europe might stir in Liam's heart, especially since things between them have been slowly unraveling since the truth about Thomas's manipulation of Douglas's custody came to light again. The trust they rebuilt is cracking. Arrival in the Black Forest. Germany is like another world. The air is crisp, the forests ancient and silent. The clinic is a breathtaking structure of glass and steel, nestled against towering pines. Dr. Heisler greets Steffi and Liam with warmth, but there's an undercurrent of intensity in her eyes. The tests must begin immediately. What follows is a series of emotionally and physically grueling diagnostics. Brain scans, memory exercises, light sensitivity labs, emotional stress triggers. Liam remains at her side through it all, holding her hand, encouraging her, reminding her who she is. And at night, in the quiet of their rented chalet, Steffi opens up. She tells Liam about her fear of dying. About the way she sometimes forgets Hayes's bedtime story. The time she forgot her own wedding anniversary. The growing suspicion that something inside her is breaking. Liam listens. And then he holds her. The treatment begins, and so do the flashbacks. Dr. Heisler reveals a possible diagnosis. A rare neurological condition triggered by the trauma of past head injuries, of which Steffi has had more than a few. There's hope with an experimental treatment involving targeted neurostimulation and trauma-integrated therapy. As the treatment begins, Steffi starts having vivid flashbacks, not just of her motorcycle accident or her past addiction struggles, but of her tangled romantic history with Liam. It's all coming back. Their first kiss in Aspen, the time they lost their baby, the betrayal with hope, the nights of passion, the cold wars, the moments they clung to each other when nothing else made sense. Each flashback shakes her. Each one draws her closer to Liam. He doesn't push, he doesn't flirt. He's simply present, loyal in a way that feels deeper than words. But it's enough to stir something in Steffi. Back in LA, jealousy and doubts. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, hope is spiraling. Brooke, ever observant, warns her. This could change things, Hope. Be careful. Liam and Steffi's bond has always been unbreakable. Hope insists she trusts Liam, but the calls are growing less frequent. The updates more vague. And when she reaches out to Steffi, it's always Liam who answers. Finn, on the other hand, is growing agitated, not just about the separation, but about the silence from the clinic. Sheila uses the opportunity to worm her way in, offering to help out with Hayes, which only increases Finn's tension. Taylor, returning from a conference in Europe, is shocked to find that both of her children are emotionally adrift. And when she hears about Liam's involvement, her therapist instincts flare. A dangerous turning point. Back in Germany, Steffi has a breakthrough. During an intense therapy session, she suddenly remembers a moment she'd long repressed. After her motorcycle accident, while in recovery, she experienced a blackout moment where she wandered out of the hospital and collapsed in the street. It was never reported. She never told anyone. Dr. Heisler believes that blackout might have triggered the degeneration they're seeing now. The new understanding allows them to refine the treatment. Steffi begins showing progress. Her speech becomes clearer. Her memory sharper. The headaches begin to fade. And yet, the emotional connection between her and Liam is growing stronger every day. One night, in the glow of the fire, she looks at him and says, "You always show up for me when I need you most." And Liam, conflicted, replies, "Because I never stopped caring, Steffi. You know that." They don't kiss. But the tension is undeniable. The return looms, and so does the fallout. The clinic clears Steffi for travel. Her treatment isn't over, but the most critical stages have passed. She can continue remote therapy from LA, but now the real challenge begins. What does Steffi want? Her marriage is still intact, but she's returned with a clearer mind, and the emotional weight of her shared past with Liam is fresh. Her trust in Finn is rattled, especially by his absence during such a critical time. Liam, on the other hand, is returning to a crumbling relationship with Hope. She's changed, he's changed, and the questions they've been avoiding for months are now front and center. Cliffhanger ending. A letter left behind. As Steffi and Liam prepare to board their flight, Dr. Heisler gives Steffi a sealed envelope. It's your final memory therapy assignment. You open it when you're home, not before. Steffi nods, but as she boards the plane, the envelope burns in her hand. Back in LA, Hope is waiting at the airport. So is Finn. And behind them, watching from a distance, is Sheila, grinning. Because while everyone's been away, she's made her move. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.